Hello, welcome to the live. I go by Pretty B as well as Pretty Powerhouse. I'm a pretty girl coach. I'm also a spiritual advisor and a glamour expert. I help women gain their confidence, stand in their personal power, and use glamour and magnetism in order to attract the life that they truly desire. Hey there, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome if you're new here. Hello. I go by Pretty B. I'm sitting outside, so you're going to hear cars passing. But if you're new here, hello. My name is Pretty B. I also go by Pretty Powerhouse. I'm a pretty girl coach. I'm also a spiritual advisor and a glamour expert. I help women gain their confidence, stand in their personal power, and use glamour to attract the life they want. And if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and join my community. You can go ahead and tap the screen, share the life if you care. And we're going to get into some conversation. I'm really excited about the fact that next month is June. Tomorrow's June. Which means it's Pride Month. So shout out to everybody who's a part of the LGBT community. Happy Pride Month. Even though it's tomorrow. Let's see. So, let's see. Yesterday, I talked about how to navigate using your like your feminine essence. I call it pretty power, but it's like just your feminine essence, right? And I want to go further into that today, especially while this conversation is going on about women and a woman's safety and how the men are just really, I don't know. The men are just, they're weird and they're doing all these weird videos basically trying to gaslight women into thinking that we're wrong about not feeling safe. And so that's why I've been having these conversations lately about, us using our feminine power, our pretty power to like make decisions and to to really live a life we truly want without dealing with all that shit, right? Hey Stacy Woo, hey everybody that's coming in. Hey. Let's see. Let me have a sip of my water really quick. And I want to talk more about how we've been, tricked a lot of times into not really diving into our feminine essence, or just our femininity as a whole, because of the threat that we have in this society. We're being being a woman in this world, being a feminine woman in this world, you are prey. And knowing that, with all that being said, I still choose to walk in my divine feminine power, because I don't live in fear, and I don't want ladies to live in fear either. And other than just being fearful, cars passing, being fearful of living your feminine truth, or being in your femininity, whatever, as far as being safe in society, I also want women to know that it's just okay to be feminine, in regards to everything else. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Hey everybody that's tuning in. I'm real thirsty. There's nothing wrong with being. I just feel like I always think about this, like when I was a kid, right? When I was a little kid, I was, always playing dress up. I was always, playing pretend, or, pretending I was a princess, or pretending that I was on stage. I was always doing stuff like that, just in big poofy dresses. Even when I was playing outside, hey Brittany, I was a little rough, you know what I mean? But I would still wear my dresses. I would wear my little sandals. I would wear my little, I would do stuff like that. But when I got older, like toward middle school, I got a little more self-conscious because of just how people make fun of you and stuff like that for looking different, being different, having a different personality. I guess I'll swing it that way. So, and then honestly, like, I don't think I got comfortable. I'm going to be very honest. I haven't really been comfortable. I didn't really get comfortable in my feminine energy until I was about 30. When I turned about 30 years old, that's when I really got comfortable. Because it's not to say like I wasn't comfortable getting dressed up or anything like that. I'm talking about on a deeper level. Not just how you look or not just, what clothes you wear, but as a woman. Like, I don't know about any of y'all if y'all haven't reached the age of 30 yet. When you reach the age of 30, you start to see life a lot differently. And then you start thinking about your childhood a lot, or the way you grew up. And then you start thinking about the environments that you've grown up in. And for me, when I turned 30, I started asking myself a lot of questions about just like who I am as a person, what I like, and I started to do a lot of like self-love work on myself when I turned 30. And it caused me to really learn a lot more about femininity, or your personal power. Because I call it your personal power, but it's your feminine essence, because that we all have it as women, right? We all do. And so I started to do a lot of reflecting. And then like after years passed by, I learned so much more about myself as a feminine woman, as a woman, period. But it's something about when you present very feminine in this world, people just have a problem with it. It's like, because like I said a few lives ago, this society has taught us to hate femininity. So I have a video on my page right now where I talk about hyper femininity in general. You know how you see hyper feminine women in movies and stuff like that? She's always the villain. She's always the bad guy. She's always doing. It's like they always make that character the villain. But that's because hyper femininity is always frowned upon because of how persuasive and powerful it is. And so I really feel like the older I get, the more I dive into my hyper feminine ways, because it's powerful and it is persuasive, and you can use it to your advantage, and you can use it to propel you, and you can use it to give yourself more opportunities, and you can use it to, even for your own healing. I made a video the other day talking about what beauty. Thank you, Key. I think I be saying Key. Thank you, Key. Hey, Tiasia. Hold on. Thank you, honey. I don't know why TT likes to block your comments sometimes, but I see them. I made a video. Okay, Key. All right, cool. Because I'm like, why I just said Kai? It was weird. But I made a video just the other day talking about what beauty does to the brain and how beauty activates the reward system in the brain. And I know I might be rambling all over the place, but I have a point. So I made that video because it's scientifically proven that beauty activates the brain's reward system. And a young lady got in the comments and she's like, yeah, she watched something where a chemist said the same thing. A chemist was like, the scientist was like, having beautiful things around you or even dressing up can heal your trauma, Excuse me. And I know this to be true because when I do my glamour work on myself, or just pay more attention to my self-care, I feel empowered. I feel activated. I feel like there's something that was activated within me to keep moving forward in whatever I want to do, and That's what femininity is. That's what feminine power does. That's what pretty power does. And I don't want us to ever lose sight of that because of anything going on in our society, whether it be these discourses online or the way people may treat you because you are pretty, or you know, you feeling like people slight you or disrespect you because, you know, from the things that they say about your appearance. I talk about that in my ebook, You Are Pretty Powerhouse. And this stuff is true. I just don't want ladies to feel like they have to, you know, dim their light so that they can survive in this world. No. Use your feminine essence, use your pretty power to help you thrive in this world, right? Take your pictures, get cute, get pretty. Go through life not only being beautiful, but really enjoying it. I get joy whenever I get dressed up. I'm not super dressed up right now. You know, I got my little Aaron clothes on. I got this big Barbie t-shirt on, my little cargo pants, but I still put my makeup on, you know. But even still, like, for instance, like, anything Barbie is going to make me happy. Anything Barbie is going to just boost my energy. So there's always something that you can do as a feminine woman to boost your energy so that you could just thrive in life. You know what I'm saying? And it seems so little. It seems so small, you know. But it's really effective. It's really powerful. Like I said earlier, beauty activates a person's reward system in their brain. Beauty has the power to raise vibrations. That's proven. Y'all, that's scientific. You can Google that right now. So why not use that to your advantage? Right, Key. Use that to your advantage. Use it to your advantage. That's what we're supposed to do with that. We're not supposed to lay that to the side like it doesn't matter, because it does. It does matter. It does matter. Period. The way, as women, even if you're a masculine presenting person, a masculine presenting woman, when your appearance is not 100%, it does something to you mentally. Like, let's say you like getting your hair done all the time. You can't get your hair done because you've been working or you've been traveling, you've been doing this and that. You're gonna start feeling down, and that may seem shallow or vain, but when you see beauty with those eyes, it does something to the brain. So why not keep up the appearance so that that can at least attribute to your mood or how you feel. Even the things that you put around you. I always say this, the little things you have around you. Like, I got this little fan, right? So right when I look at it, I feel good. Right, Brielle? Right. I had this fan, by the way. One of my supporters made this fan for me. Right? She's not in here right now, but if she does come in here, I'll pin her name so y'all can. It's a hustling Queen Lioness. But if she comes in here, I'll pin her up here so y'all can follow her and get a fan like this. But even stuff like this, y'all. Stuff like this fan. This is something. It's something so simple. A fan can boost your energy and make you feel good about yourself. This tumbler, I take this tumbler everywhere I go. It's like my favorite thing in the world. It's pink. I bought it because it's pink. It makes me feel good to drink out of the tumbler because it's my tumbler. It's like my little cute little pink tumbler I take everywhere. Like, let's say you're rushing to do stuff. Make sure you keep a pair of earrings and a lip gloss or a lipstick in the car or something. Like, you know, those little things really do matter. And I don't like when people try to make you feel guilty about caring about your appearance. They try to make you feel guilty about looking your best. No. Hey, Maya. That's not right. And so, with that being said, with all that being said, in regards to how you feel about yourself, your beauty, your femininity, don't let any of the shit that's going on in the world or in this society right now make you want to dim that light. We need more of that. We need more of that light, more than ever. I need more women to not only know they're beautiful, but to live life like they're beautiful, to bask in that energy of being beautiful, having beautiful things around you, looking your best, feeling your best, healing your traumas. Even with all the stuff going on, all these discourses and stuff about women and how women ain't whatever, there's always a conversation about us, right? Especially towards women, right? It's always a conversation about how we ain't shit, and ain't nobody looking at us. If you're over 30, nobody looking at you, nobody paying attention to you. You hit the wall at a certain age. But if we weren't powerful and if we had nothing of value, why are women the most sought after thing? Why do we carry all these resources that people want so badly? Right, my sister always say she always gotta be dressed up even just to go down the street. I'm telling you, I grew up like that. My mother, and she's still like this to this day. My mom in her 60s. When I was younger, my mama would put her makeup on just to go check the mailbox. But that's just who she is. Even if she's around the house, she dressed up. And I adopted that. That's my way of life. Even when I'm at home, I'm looking cute. And if I don't have no makeup on, I'm at the house, I have on a cute little wrap thing on my head, I got a cute matching set of pajamas, some cute little, house slippers on, If I don't have time, if I don't feel like spending no money on getting my nails done, I pop on some press-ons. I pop on some press-ons, you know what I'm saying? When I'm in the, thank you, Lily. If I'm fixing myself something to eat, in the morning, like some breakfast or whatever, all my little kitchen utensils and plates and stuff, everything pink. Because it makes me, Lamnetic is amazing. I'm gonna have to try that. But everything pink. I try to keep up with like my body washes and make sure all my body washes is pink and stuff. But it ain't gotta be pink. It could just be stuff that you like, But it makes, I find that little stuff like that makes the day better for me. Like, it just, like, you get in your car, it's all kind of cute little stuff in the car, like, I don't know. I just love being a woman, I love being a girl. And I feel like as black women especially, we don't get permission to love being women and love being a girl. Thank you for that heart, me honey. And I want to create a community where it is okay to be a woman. It's okay to be a girl, right? It's okay to be hyper feminine. It's okay to like your nails being done, hair being done. It's okay to prioritize that too. Because a lot of people make it like you're a bad person if you prioritize your appearance. What about your character? What about this? They always try to virtue signal, and if you're a really attractive woman or you hyper feminine, they always try to virtue signal you and be like trying to question how. Right, Nadia, you like looking good. Nayla, I'm sorry. You like looking good. You like looking your best. Oh, well, what about who you are as a person? So it's impossible for me to be a good person because I like looking good? Like, that don't even make sense when you really think about it. When I first started this, TikTok, I used to get a lot of comments like that. Well, what about who you are as a person? Beauty don't matter. Beauty is... If my argument will always be, if beauty really didn't matter, it wouldn't be $1 billion industry. If beauty really didn't matter, it wouldn't be $1 billion industry. It does matter. Then you have people that like to argue, well, that's because, you know, the beauty industry sells us things to make us more insecure about how we look and da 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 da. You know, the beauty industry, part of the beauty industry is also hygiene and personal care. So are they creating products to make us insecure about the way we smell? And we need things to make us smell good. You know, we need deodorant, we need body wash, we need things to help us with our skincare. Like, it's just all silly to me. Like, all that stuff matters. Looking good makes you feel good internally. It does, Layla. Exactly. I just feel like that's all that stuff is stupid to me. It's a really dumb argument. Because you're not gonna make me feel like crap because I like nail polish. I like to do my hair. Yeah, like, I like to put makeup on. Like, oh God, I used to get so many comments like that. Well, if you were, because I talk about beauty. This is Pretty Powerhouse. I talk about beauty here. I used to get so many comments about my makeup. Like, well, if you're really pretty, if you're really beautiful or pretty, you wouldn't need to wear makeup. And I did make a response video to that comment with no makeup on. And I'm like, all right, now what? And that person still tried to argue with me. I know I look good, bitch. You know? It's always somebody trying to question your beauty when you know you're beautiful and when you are a feminine woman. You know what I'm saying? They're always trying to put you in these little, trap you in with these things they say to you to make you question yourself. No. I'm allowed to, first of all, know that I'm beautiful, to look beautiful, and to enjoy being beautiful. That's my birthright. And I'm not gonna let nobody take that from me. Not some sleazeball man that I don't even know. Talking about women ain't, you know, oh, if you was a real bad bitch, you wouldn't need all that. Like, go on. I'm not gonna let a misogynistic woman try to make me feel bad about it. I'm not gonna let nobody make me feel bad about it. And I don't want anybody try to make you feel bad about it. If anything, when people say stuff like that, or when they act that way towards you, lean more into it. Especially now. I'm leaning more and more and more into my feminine essence now. Because there is such a war on the feminine. It's a war on the divine feminine right now. I feel like if women would focus in on their inner power instead of trying to gain something outside of herself, we would be a lot better right now. You know, the love you want, you're only going to find it in yourself. The success you want, you're only going to find it in yourself. Those things you want out of life, it's going to come from you. Right? Yes, Lily, it's going to come from you. You know what I mean? I was talking about this yesterday. I was talking a lot about the patriarchy yesterday. The patriarchy has fooled a lot of women into thinking that you need a man. You need a man to survive. I'm a lesbian, but I talk about this a lot because I know a lot of hetero women watch me. You've never needed a man to survive. That's a lie. Especially right now, where a lot of people have fought for us to have all these rights. You know what I mean? It's so crazy because back in like the 17th century, was it the 17th century? Women were burned at the stake and accused of being a witch if they lived outside of the norm. It's crazy. It's almost like if you thought for yourself as a woman back in that time, they burned you at the stake. It's like, oh no. We can't have a woman thinking for herself and trying to do her own thing because they want you to conform. You know what it is that I'm experiencing right now? I'm going to tell y'all what it is that I'm experiencing right now, this moment. It just came to me. For me, femininity isn't just, no, it's not, obviously not the way, just only the way I dress and the way I present myself, or even those attributes or characteristics that are attributed to what a woman is, right? But what I'm experiencing right now is my femininity, or hyper femininity, is an act of rebellion. It's an act of rebellion. Like, the more hate that I receive from this society, from men who hate women, or from jealous women who want to break me down because they think I'm going to get more attention, I am going to be more feminine to make them fucks mad. I'm gonna just do it more. I'm just gonna up the ante. It's gonna be more and more and more. That's a great way to transmute energy, by the way. Like, anytime you get hate or negativity, whether it be directed to you personally or just like collectively, like kind of like what we're experiencing right now, you take all that energy and you transmute it into something positive for yourself. My femininity is an act of rebellion. It's like, I want you to make a comment about my makeup, because all you're gonna do is just power me up and make me even more feminine, make me even more girly. You're gonna bring my femininity up to the max every time you say something. That's where I'm at. You got too much makeup on. Oh, just wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna have more on. That's what I feel like. That's what I'm experiencing right now. And also, not just in the way I look, right, or the way I present myself, but it's also in my work ethic, ambition, and drive. So for a while, I was, how do I say it? I was trying my best to I guess dive more into my masculine energy to get stuff done, because that's what masculine energy is. Masculine energy is about getting things done, right? It's about structure, discipline, and all that stuff, right? Which is very important. As a self-actualized woman, that's very important. But the way I'm set up, the way I am energetically set up, if I push myself farther than my limit, I'm gonna burn out. So now I am trying my best to always stay aligned energetically so that I don't push myself past my limit. And to many people, they say stuff like women are lazy. Women don't want X, Y, Z. They want somebody else to do it for her. And it's not that at all. I believe that women are wired a certain way, and a lot of our structures in this society was not made for women to thrive in. And I feel like our feminine power is the way for us to thrive in this world. Thank you for that follow, Miss J. Our feminine power is the way for us to be able to thrive in this world. And it looks a lot different than what was built, what this society was built on, So it's like almost like, how do I say that? How do I want to say that? So it's like when people say stuff like, well, she just got a little business. Like, she ain't really making no big moves. Like, But so what? I just have so many thoughts. The past few days, y'all, have been I've been in my head a lot these past few days about femininity, about, how to use your power as a woman, how to thrive in this society, how to, gain success in a feminine way. right? How to cultivate all of your gifts and talents in a feminine way. I'm trying to navigate life in a feminine way because I'm a feminine woman. And what this society teaches you to do is to do everything in a masculine way. Or or to do things as a man would do it. But being a woman and being feminine that's a powerful gift. Why would you want to throw that away? That's just how I see it, though. A lot of people don't agree with that, or they think it's stupid or something. I just feel like you can thrive. You can thrive in this world in your feminine essence and your power without needing a man. Because usually that's where it boils down to. When people, when women are trying to gain success or trying to reach certain social status or economic heights, they go through men, and you don't need to do that. Because you are the source. You have resources in you. You have your own. You are powerful within yourself. You are naturally connected to the divine. You literally bring life in the world through your womb. Your creation energy is what gives this world life. This world will not thrive without you. Why do you need a man to thrive? No, you don't. There's many different ways you can have success in this world, and you don't need a man to do it. We just have to get honest. We just gotta get honest about what we truly want in life and do that. If your dream as a woman is to, get a little cottage and homestead, and you have a small business or something in a little country town, do you know that's success? That's success. Or living this is good, the soft life. Let's talk about that for a second, the soft life. We were all meant to live the soft life in our own way. And by soft, I mean not harsh or aggressive. Because, with this capitalistic society, everything is, like, even the term punch the clock, that's aggressive, right? But we can in our own way create a soft life for ourselves without a man. We can do that without a man. Because usually when you hear, the conversation about soft living or a soft life, it's always about marrying rich or marrying a guy that can take care of you and do this and do that. No. And I feel like communities like this, or just, communities of women, are so important because you can bounce your ideas off of each other and build structures within those communities to be able to access that power you want in society. If women really banded together, for real, we can really make a huge difference in the trajectory of, this world, But patriarchy teaches us to rely on men for everything. Our safety, our livelihood, our success, our daily living. For what? No. And this all goes back to being very comfortable in your femininity. It's a gift. I'm going to always reiterate that. It's a gift. Never dim it down. Never dim your light. Never make yourself less than to make somebody else happy. Never make yourself less than to be picked by a man. Never make yourself less than so that the jealous girl at work doesn't say anything about you. Never make yourself less than to make anybody happy. Your femininity is a gift. Your beauty is a gift. You have a light on you that shines really bright. And you have a purpose, and you really need to hone in on that. Hey Zeke. Hey honey. Hey Alexis, thank you for that heartbeat, honey. Your femininity is a gift. The fact that you are a woman is a gift. The fact that you are beautiful is a gift. All this is a gift. I don't ever want to lose sight of that, ever. It's a gift. And we really have to, thank you for that dolphin, honey. Thank you. We really have to come together as women and learn to cultivate that stuff within ourselves to be able to rise above all this shit as a collective. Because what good is it if I've reached my level of success and you're still struggling? As a whole, it doesn't put a dent in it at all. It doesn't cross us over the threshold at all. And I think this is why community is so important. It's very, very, very important to have other people pour into you, and you pour into them, and everybody's pouring and being replenished over and over and over again. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I do these lives. That's why I make these videos. That's why I make the videos I do, on my page. And every day that passes, it gets more and more real for me. Because I see it. I was on Threads the other day, right? Hey Alexis, thank you, honey. I was on Threads the other day, right? And this young lady posted a post that said, she shared it. I think she took the picture from FB or something, and she's like, "What's a scam? What's a scam that people think is not a scam?" Right? That was the question at the top, and then somebody replied to that post and was like, "Women empowerment brunches hosted by mean girls." And I say that to say it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Let me tell you, a lot of that post got so many shares and so many responses. And I was like, this is so true, because there are so many women out here who are misogynistic and play into the patriarchy. And they use their knowledge, their status, their money to quote unquote lead women or help women or empower women, when really they're just asserting their dominance over women for profit. A lot of that is happening, and I hate it so much. So you have these women that are super successful, and their success is contingent upon other women's pain. This one girl said, and I quote, "I gotta pay you $5,000 for you to insult me, girl, bye." With the coaching, the courses and stuff, ebooks, whatever. It's women who buy courses from these women with really big platforms who claim to be women empowerment people, and all they do is hurt women. And that's the game. That's how they've become successful, is they prey on women. And I say this all the time, and I'm gonna keep saying it. And that's just how it is, unfortunately, because we are in a patriarchal society, And unfortunately, some women have internalized a lot of that misogyny. And, women don't particularly want to end patriarchy. They just want to be able to participate in it as men do. So that's why a lot of them who are in these types of spaces, they use their status, their education, and they use their status, their education, and their money to prey on women who are really going through things. And they call that empowerment. And I am just, it's almost like the Christian church. You have these pastors, whether on a small scale or a larger scale, with all this power and influence. And everybody that attends the church, most of those people are struggling financially. And the pastor's driving away in a brand new vehicle. He's driving away in his nice Mercedes-Benz. He's driving away in his Bentley and his Maserati. But the people are struggling. That is a false prophet. Even in these women empowerment spaces, a lot of false prophets out here. Never got caught up in women empowerment. Right. It is so much of it. And women like me who I don't have a high social status. I'm just a regular person. I don't have a whole lot of influence. I don't have a whole lot of followers online. And I'm new to this city, so don't nobody really know me at the moment. But it's people like me who have a message and purpose that really get looked over a lot of times because of the glamour of it all. And those people will say stuff like, I'm fake, or people in my position are fake, or, well, how could she help you in life if she's not rich? Or how can she help you in life if she's not wealthy? That's not the only way you can help somebody. That's not the only way you can help somebody. There are people that are really hurting. There are even people out there who make tons of money a year. They're in high 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures that are struggling with stuff. So I don't want to hear it about getting rich or that's the only way to be, at peace in life. It's some women out here hurting. I always say the smaller creators are the most genuine. Thank you, Stacey Wu. And that's how I feel too. I haven't been on this app very long. I've been on this. This is day 99 that I've been on this app. I counted earlier. Day 99. And I've already come across larger creators that wanted to collaborate with me. And I got discernment. I have spiritual discernment. I could discern that they were trying to use me as their hype man. It's one lady in particular for sure, trying to use me as a hype man, and then make herself as if she's responsible for all my success that's coming to me. No, ma'am. I done already peeped all that stuff, so I just stay away from that. But it's a lot of people in these spaces that claim to love women, want to help women, but they dogging you out, calling you names, telling you you're stupid, telling you ain't worth nothing. Like, no. And how would it benefit my community that I'm building if I'm the only one that's seeing any progress? If I'm the only one that's rich, what good is that doing for the community? If I'm the only one driving in a nice car, that's crazy to me. Or if, let's say you book a session with me or something like that. You pay this money to book a session with me because what I said drew you in and you want my help. And then you get on a call with me and I'm just calling you all kind of names, telling you how stupid you are for making this mistake or doing this. Or, that's just see, women don't know nothing. I just don't understand y'all. Oh my God. Wouldn't that make you feel that big? And it's a lot of people in these spaces who do stuff like that. She sounds jealous as if she's in competition with you. It's enough out here so we can all win. Exactly. AK5, I caught on to that. Like, and the crazy thing is, like, I had saw her on a live. This was weeks ago. I saw her on a live. I never seen her before, but she knew exactly who I was, and I thought that was strange. But I was like, all right, whatever. She wanted to collaborate. Da da da. Oh yeah, I want to do this thing. Da 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 da. But then I realized the only time she would call me or talk to me is when she was having issues with something. And I have a natural gift of encouragement. That's what I do. That's who I am. So I'm encouraging her. I'm bigging her up because that's just how I am. But I'm genuine with it, right? And then in one of her lives that she did, she made a very disgusting comment. Cause I'm a lesbian. I'm married to I'm married. I'm a married lesbian. And she made a comment about gay women. And that turned me off. That turned me all the way off to her wanting to collaborate with me. Now, you asking me questions about my wife and how did I know that my wife is the one and da-da-da-da-da. You want to collaborate with me and you think I'm powerful and special and all this stuff. But you got an issue with gay people. And I can't fuck with you because I'm gay. Like, why would you want to collaborate with me and you got a problem with gay people? Weird. And it was that may seem small to people, but that's no. So I feel like if you see an issue in somebody, if you see an issue or you see something like that very early on, back up because it's gonna keep happening, even if you address it. But back to what I was saying about the women empowerment spaces. I don't have to be the only woman that y'all listen to with empowerment and just really encouraging women and stuff like that. But make sure you pay attention to what people are saying, like what and the meaning behind what they say. Because just because a woman claims to be a leader in women empowerment spaces doesn't mean she loves women. Like, and then the way you gotta watch the way people talk. Now my thing is this: I am direct. I am direct. But listen, love, you come at me crazy, I'm gonna come right back at you crazy. Because that's just how I am. Just off the rip, just flipping out on women. Now, there are instances where, especially when I'm speaking about jealousy in women and stuff, I get a little passionate when I talk about that. I'm not gonna lie, because it's crazy. Like, there's a lot of jealousy that is in the community of women. The reason is because of the society. People like to pin women against each other or compare women, or and then us as women, we compare ourselves a lot to others and stuff like that. So I try to, every day that passes, I try to make sure that I am being a little bit more compassionate. Not to say I'm just gonna let people just say and do stuff to me, but I'm having a little more compassion in this space. You know what I'm saying? But do I really want to be one of the ones that's out here cussing women out? Some use their intellect in a way that's very condescending. Oh my God, Stacey Wu. Let me talk about that right now. Let's talk about how these women who claim to love women and want to help women use their intellect in a very condescending way to make women feel small and inferior, so that they can be like, oh, well, she knows more than me, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and buy her course, buy her ebooks, and watch her videos, and go to all her conferences. That's cunning and divisive and evil. That is just pure evil. Using your intellect in a way that makes people feel small. Now, I can see if that person was just insecure and you are sharing your intellect in a loving way, but that person's just kind of insecure because they're not intellectual or whatever, that's totally different. But when you are just outright being condescending with the way with the way you expound on things, people are not stupid. Prime example for me, when I started talking about how it is scientifically proven that beauty activates the brain's reward system, right? The nucleus accumbens and the orbital frontal cortex, right? Those places in the brain are activated because you feel pleasure when you see beauty, whether it be a beautiful face, art, nature, whatever. That's science. You can go on Google right now and find that. You see how I just said that? Right? I'm direct, but it's in love. If I was being condescending, I'd be like, you stupid bitches. Y'all don't even know about beauty for real. Did you even know that beauty activates the brain's reward system? See, y'all don't be reading. Y'all don't be reading. Y'all don't read. Y'all always worried about a man, but y'all ain't worried about, knowledge. That's condescending. And it's a lot of women in the women empowerment spaces that do shit like that. And that is just not it. That's not it. Let's get back on it. Turn on the light. Let's get a little dark. Let me turn on the light down while I'm out here sitting outside. There we go. Yeah. I'm so glad you pointed that out, Stacey Wu. Being condescending with your knowledge when you're teaching women. It's the way you do it. It's a lot of haughtiness that be going on. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Because I just feel like that's unnecessary. I really feel like being condescending when you claim to be a teacher. Can I come up and show you my journal? Sure, hold on. Let me see. Let me give you a request. But I think that's, hold on. How do I even get you up here? Hold on, let me see. Invites. You might just have to request and I'll answer it. Women in church do so much and try to wrap it up as guiding you the righteous way. AK5, that is so true, and I dealt with that a lot in the church. Oh my God, it's crazy. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm getting Miss Stacey Wu up here.
Hold on, let me turn my camera on.
Okay, honey.
I wonder, can you see me? Oh, hey.
Hey, I can't see you. I can hear you.
Oh, wow. Okay, I think there I
Hey,
go.
girl. Hold on. How do I make your can I make you, hold on, let me make you bigger. Can I make you bigger?
Let
Hold
me
on.
see. You made you smaller, but I look bigger.
Hold on, let me fix it. Can I make wait, can I do like a side to side thing? Hold on.
I don't know. This is my first time being on a live.
Really? Hey, girl. I got Miss AK5 up here too. So yes, Miss Stacy will show me your journal. Oh my God.
I printed it out. And I actually got this one printed out too.
Oh, it looks so good. Look at that.
Yeah.
I love how you put the glitter. That is so dope.
Yeah. Yeah, so I already read The Pretty Powerhouse.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's so good. So good. So if any ladies on here haven't got it yet, I think you should
Oh
get
my God. Like I'm literally about to cry. This is crazy.
it. You know what? To be honest with you, I know you're talking about something else, but I did want to show you this. But
Go
I
ahead.
kind of found myself in a little bit of every, description of the woman that you were speaking with, but the one that resonated with me the most was the Pretty Recluse. And it was funny because a week before I ended up buying the ebook, I was telling my friend that I was like, I need to stop being a recluse. you know.
Wow.
So
You
it was
use the
funny
word.
when
That's
I read that. I
crazy.
was like, this is crazy. Yeah, the Pretty Recluse is absolutely me. But I had a little bit of some of all of them in it. So I'm gonna start on this one tomorrow. I just
Okay.
glued it into my journal. But
I love that. Oh my God, y'all. This is amazing. This is amazing.
yeah, it looks really good.
Listen, that goddess book, the goddess ebook is just beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It
Oh,
is.
when I was creating it, I was like, they're gonna love this ebook. They're gonna love this ebook.
Yes, yes. But Pretty Powerhouse.
Oh yes, she's that
Yeah,
girl.
I think that all women should definitely get that one as the first one because
Mhm.
if you're kind of struggling with what you're going through or what that I guess for me because always been like an isolated person and I've allowed other women to kind of put me in a box in a sense. And so because I didn't want to show up authentically or I didn't want to show up and dim, it felt like, I was possibly dimming someone else's light because I shine so bright. I just
Mhm.
started like secluding myself, like isolating myself. And
Yes.
I'm done with that. I'm done with that. And so I'm definitely, working on myself in a spiritual way because I do feel like that I have a calling and
Yes.
things that I have been through, my trauma. Look, as soon as I clicked on it, trauma.
Trauma look.
Yeah, where your trauma lies. Just working on that so I can show up in the world and, you know, walk in my purpose. And so I
Yes.
can't wait to read this one. And I'm doing a little shadow work, which I haven't got that last ebook,
Oh,
but I'm
listen.
working on that one. But
That Unleash the Goddess book ebook, that is
yeah,
great for shadow work. Girl.
yeah, that's the one I'm
Girl.
getting next. I
Oh
know
yeah.
so far, which I'm just gonna have to work with God in other ways because I know that the Bible is definitely real. I do have a relationship with God, but I
Mhm.
also want to figure out myself. And so I recently
Yes.
printed out my chart and trying to figure out what is this like. Why am I like this? You know what I mean?
Right, right.
And so, yeah, I'm working on that, and then I'm definitely gonna get the last ebook. I can't wait to get that.
Oh my goodness. I appreciate your support so much. I love the way that you did that.
Thank you.
That looks
It's really
amazing.
cute. I was like, oh yeah, I tried to send you a video like a week ago, but you can't send videos. So
I
I was like,
didn't
next time she
receive
go
it.
live, um, I was gonna request, see if I can request to come up so I can show you. But I know like the last couple of times that I've caught you live, I could tell your spirit was kind of down. But
Hmm.
you really do have a calling, and you are here to help women or whatever. And so, a lot of times when you are called higher, the devil is gonna try to attack you
Hmm.
because you're helping other people, and the devil don't want you to
Yeah,
help people, but you
right.
definitely do have a calling. And ladies, get the book. I'm telling you, it's good.
Oh
Check it
my God.
out. It's good.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for
No
coming up, Miss
problem.
Stacy. You look so pretty.
Thank you.
All right, let
All
me.
right, I'm going. Well, I'm still in line, but I'm
Okay, honey.
all right.
All right. How do I shrink?
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. I think you just take, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Disconnect. All right. Cool. Are you there, Miss AK5? Is she there? Hold on. Let me see. How do I? Okay. If you want to come up and talk, Miss AK5, you can. If anybody else wants to come up and share their thoughts on the conversation, you can. Thank you for that follow, Pink Queen. I'm super excited, y'all. I literally want to cry. Like, that's why I do what I do. That's literally why I do what I do. And it looks so pretty. And I like how you put the glitter around it. That was super duper cute. And a good thing about the ebook, y'all, when y'all print it out, you can use it as a freaking vision board. You can use it for your vision board.
You know, like I have, I need, it's a couple of things I want to put on my vision board, from my ebooks, because it's just so pretty, you know. You're welcome, boo. Yeah, grab the Pretty Powerhouse ebook. You're at work. Oh, it's so no, you're fine, Miss AK5. You're good. I thought you wanted to come up here because it had you like you were requesting. You're good. But oh, my nose ring is all out of whack. But yeah, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, we were talking about women empowerment. And somebody mentioned the church. Y'all, the experiences I've had in ministry with that type of, that type of energy, like women who were older than, because I was really young in the ministry. Women who were older than me or knew more, in the scriptures and stuff like that, just like coming down on me. It was so crazy. Or just coming down on women in general if they didn't know certain things. Like, how can you get upset at a person for not knowing something? They didn't know. And if you're the teacher, your job is to teach. Why are you sitting here being mad? That's crazy. Where is your empathy and your compassion for this person who clearly wants your help, who clearly wants to learn from you? Why are you coming against them like that? That's weird. Weird. Women don't be doing this and women don't be doing that. I just don't understand. Da, da, da. Girl. She didn't know. And you the teacher, the student is ready. When the teacher appears, the student is ready. Something like that. When the student is ready, the teacher will come. I think that's the saying. And I always make sure that I check my energy. I check myself. Even when I'm feeling kind of down, I still show up anyway. But I always check myself because I don't know. I'm just very careful with how I am with women. I'm just very careful. And then I have daughters too. I'm just very mindful of that. And I never ever want to be that person in leadership where when my time comes for my platform to be bigger and my position is higher, that I start acting weird or like I'm better than people. I don't know. I see a lot of that too. I just be like, that is just so tired. I can't. I don't know. I see a lot. I pay attention to a lot of stuff. I just be like, oh God. I don't know. Oh, it's almost 9 o'clock. I've been on here this long. I guess I have been on live this long. Ooh, I'm at 6.3 likes. I like that. I like that a lot. Anyway, it's dark. And I'm still doing laundry. I'm just out here just sitting on the balcony waiting on my next load to do. And then I'm going home. I'm at my mother-in-law's house doing my laundry. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go, y'all. I love y'all and I thank y'all for being here. If you're interested in You Are Pretty Powerhouse ebook, click the link in my bio. It's only $20 and it's very pretty, as y'all saw earlier when Miss Stacy got up here. It's a beautiful ebook. You're gonna love it. It's gonna bless you. Or if you want any one of my other ebooks, they're gonna bless you either way. Also, you can join my membership. I'm going to be posting content on my website so that we can really have some real conversations and say what we really want to say. Because sometimes TT likes to, censor certain things. Hey, Miss Carla, I see you. I don't know why whenever people say Pretty Powerhouse, TT will block out the comment. That's so strange. But hey, Miss Carla, y'all go ahead and grab the ebooks, and you can join the community on my website as well, the Pretty Powerhouse community. Or you can just follow me here if you don't want to do that. You can follow me here. Now I will be doing a series the entire month of, thank you for that heart me honey, the entire month of June starting tomorrow, I am going to be teaching from one book, which is the You Are Pretty Powerhouse ebook. I'm only going to be talking about that book next month. That's the only book I'm talking about. And every day I'm going to be talking about a different chapter, because it has 7 chapters. So every day I'll be talking about a different chapter, and I might go live for like an hour or so doing that. Hey, 6-figure digital backup. Yeah, but doing that 30 days of how do I say that? 30 days of powerhouse? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to call it. But hey, Mother Goat. Hey, boo. Oh, thank you for those roses, honey. Oh, thank y'all for the gifts, honey. Y'all so kind. Thank you kindly for my gifts, honey. Oh, Mother Goat making it rain on me, honey. I know that's right. Oh, yes, indeed. I love it. Yes, I love it, love it, love it. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the hand heart, boo. Thank you. So one of my supporters made this fan for me. Her name is Hustling Queen Goddess. I'm sorry, yeah. Hustling Queen Lioness. That's her name. I need whatever it is. It's a fan, honey. My supporter, Hustling Queen Lioness, made it for me. It says, Pretty Powerhouse. Y'all see it? Okay. Period. I feel all rich and stuff. I feel like I am a Southern Belle, but I feel more like a Southern Belle with this fan. Y'all holler at Hustling Queen Lioness to get yours. She does everything, and it's really, really good quality. It's nice and sturdy. You can hear it, like it's heavy, and it's a big fan, y'all. This thing is huge. This thing bigger than me. Y'all see that? I'll get y'all one of these fans. I tempted to get one of those for church. You gotta get you one for church, okay? Thank you for that hand heart, Carla. Thank you. I actually have the young lady that made this for me. She's tagged in one of my newer videos I just made, yesterday, I think? Get it, y'all. And it comes in a bag. Like, she didn't just like throw it in a, the mailer. It comes in a velvet bag that holds the fan together. Get it. Great quality. Great quality. And she'll do it however you want. They're all custom. So you won't be walking around with the same fan as everybody else. Thank you, AK5. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, we had 7.6K likes. I like that, y'all. But y'all stay tuned for 30 Days of Powerhouse. That's what I'm gonna call it. Tomorrow's gonna be day 1 of 30 Days of Powerhouse. Now, the end of June, I will be traveling, so I may not go live and teach those days. It's gonna be like the 27th through the 30th. I'll be traveling, so I won't be live those days. But the whole month of June, I'm gonna be on here talking about one ebook, which is my You Are Pretty Powerhouse ebook. And I'm gonna be teaching 1 chapter per day, 7 chapters. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 days in a week, 7 chapters. So I'll be doing that. That's pretty much all I'm gonna be doing next month. And then trying to think of what else I said I was doing next month, because I wrote all my little goals down for the next 30 days. I do it for like 30 days. I do it for 90 days. But basically, that's what I intend to do for the month of June. And that's if something happens and I can't go live, or if I'm not able to, y'all know I'm going to announce it in my stories, like, hey, I'm not going live today. I'm going to postpone it to tomorrow, whatever. So, but I love you guys. I thank y'all for being here, because I've been here about an hour or so. So I'm going to go finish laundry, because that's really what I'm doing. And then I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what time yet, because I'll announce it in the stories. I love y'all. Thank y'all for the gifts. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for being here. Grab the ebooks if you've never gotten them before. They will bless you. And I love y'all. And I will see y'all soon. All right? Bye. See y'all later.